All right, we're back with another episode of Hilton's All Access, your podcast for all sports news. And today we're talking about the breaking news, J.J. Watt to the Cardinals. I'm here with two other Loyola students, Luke and Cam, and we're going to kind of break it down a little bit. So, former Texan, J.J. Watt signed to the Cardinals on Tuesday. I think. Yesterday. Monday. Yep. On a 2-year deal worth $31 million and $23 million is guaranteed.
Yeah, that is big time money for a
smart move, leaving a dumpster fire team. Yeah, but that is a crazy amount of money,
and that caught my attention. Yeah, that $23 million guaranteed. That's superstar money.
And he was hurt a lot last year too. Yeah. He's been getting hurt. I don't know if he's worth all that money. He gets hurt week 4 or 5.
Taken him down so much, but honestly. You never know. It's the Texans who was playing with them before, and they clearly don't treat their stars. So we'll see how the Cardinals do.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they've already got some pass rushers going on over there.
They've Chandler Jones.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson has to be
he's
got to be ready to get out of there.
He's scared. Yeah. I mean, they were already very strong defensively last year.
Yeah,
Budda Baker in the backfield,
Pat Pete.
They just
need a little upgrade to the linebacking core. Maybe draft the inside linebacker, and then J.J. Watt, Chandler Jones coming in on the edge.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
quarterback's worst nightmare.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, so Watt said that he said that reuniting with his former teammate DeAndre Hopkins played a huge role in the Cardinals' recruitment. So
I mean, hey, again, Texans out west.
Up.
Yeah, Texans out west now. I mean, it's just time for Deshaun to leave.
Yeah, I mean, I also did hear that he said quarterback was a big decision, which I love because I'm a huge Kyler Murray stan.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes Kyler Murray.
I'm not huge on him.
Kyler Murray is going to be the next Russell Wilson, and I think J.J. Watt sees that too. I'm going to trust the guy. J.J. Watt's a smart guy. He was fooling everyone for the past 2 weeks with free agency and everything, Yesterday, something came out with a Peloton.
Reportedly, he wasn't talking to anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all teams
all
leaking
his decision to making it. And I think he made the right decision. It was between them, the Steelers, Buffalo, Cleveland. I think the Cardinals are a great home for him. Cliff Kingsbury, stand-up guy. Young guy,
still figuring out NFL offenses though.
He's
defenses.
Young, smart guy. I think it'll work out where they can at least make the playoffs. They went 8-8 last year. They can. The division's open. It's open for anyone.
Hey,
Seahawks.
We don't know what's going on with Russell Wilson. He might be out.
Stafford could be a game changer in L.A. We'll have to see about that. And 49ers, They don't have a quarterback.
CJ Burkhardt or whatever his name was.
Right.
Yeah, very good defense. I mean, Richard Sherman's leaving.
Yeah, but still, they have Bosa, Eric Armstead, they have Fred Warner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who the other linebacker for there is, but it's just an outstanding defense. They did lose Saleh.
Hey,
they lost him to your Jets.
Hey,
so we'll see.
Hey, Deshaun Watson to the Jets. You heard it here first.
So you feel like J.J. Watt would have been a better asset for any other team that was recruiting him?
He hates his brothers, so he didn't want to go to the Steelers.
I don't think the Cardinals were the best choice for him team-wise.
And that's what I was trying to get at, yeah.
I think he went to Buffalo. Mm-hmm. He's in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Buffalo in the Super Bowl, but they go there. Not mad. Cleveland. They're a great team.
Yeah.
Him and Myles Garrett, that's even more terrifying.
And apparently they were offering him more money.
Indianapolis offer more money. I understand why Indy. They have a great defense, but who's their quarterback now? Carson Wentz.
I don't think anyone wants to play with Carson Wentz.
Not a good idea.
Kind of forgot how to play football a little bit.
Yeah, he had an MVP season fell off.
Yeah. I hated those rumors of fucking. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. JJ on the Bucks. That would have pissed me off.
How would they have paid him? Because they have to pay Godwin now.
Ndamukong Suh.
Sue.
Levante David.
Yeah, everyone's got to get paid.
I think they can run it back with Brady, but I don't think J.J. Watt would have been a good fit.
Unbiased opinion. He's a Massachusetts guy, so
yeah, very unbiased.
Yeah.
No bias here. But, I don't think he would have been a good fit on the Bucks. Honestly, with just like they have such a high speed offense or defense. I mean, like everyone's all over the place, moving around, and I think J.J. Watt needs like. He's his own guy. He needs his own piece of the field to be able to work and do his thing. Okay. He was able to get that in Houston. I don't think he would have gotten that in.
I mean, yeah, he was the whole defense.
He'll get it in he'll get it in Arizona.
Yeah.
So are we predicting a playoff run for the Cardinals in 2021?
Yes.
I would, if I had to bet on it, I would say they're going to be in a wild card. At least
they'll be battling for the one. I think it'll be them and the Rams for the one in the NFC West. I think they'll make the wild card if they don't win. I think they would have made playoffs anyway without Watt. Now this kind of just escalates it. I mean, he doesn't hurt your team at all unless he
gets hurt.
Yeah, but that doesn't hinder them. But like, I think they would have already made it. I think he only escalates them past maybe from wild card to divisional winners.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And with the 17 playoff, they're certainly making the playoffs. There's
I agree with that.
Question about it.
I agree with that. Like, I mean, it just depends if he could stay healthy. I mean, that's such a big price tag for a guy who gets hurt a lot, and that's just like, that's just a fact.
I mean, past 5 years, first 5 years in the league, he was putting up stud number. Past 5 years. He had a good year, 2018.
Right.
He played all 16 games last year, and he wasn't in all of them. He didn't fully play, but he only had 5 sacks last year, and that's you can't do that. He had 4 sacks in 2019 with only 8 games played. So
well, I mean, in 2016 he missed 13.
And next year he missed 11.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, if he could stay healthy, he can play. I mean, he's a baller, but he just...
It's been the conclusion of his career.
Yeah.
So do you feel like the Texans are really losing a lot?
Oh, well, yes.
But they're going to pull... I mean, I love my Jets. I love them to death, but we kind of punted on the season, and it didn't work because we're bad at everything.
Bad at tanking.
But it's kind of just if the Texans can get rid of everyone else, they need a new GM. Their GM is incompetent.
Oh, Jack Easterby.
Yeah,
he's thrown away the team.
Yeah.
I mean, they got rid of Bill O'Brien and may have brought in someone worse.
Yeah,
I don't.
I mean, it was their assistant coach, and then they brought in that new GM, and Deshaun didn't even want him. Deshaun was no, I don't
literally just talking. I think he's Patrick Mahomes level skill. I think he's Dabo Sweeney said it best. If you skip out on him in the draft, you're skipping on Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
and he has not. And he's only delivered to that claim.
Right. 100%. He put up 5,000 yards last year.
He was the MVP on the worst team in the league. I don't think the Jets were the worst team. I don't think who was the first pick? I don't think the Jaguars were the worst team. I think the Houston Texans were the worst organization all around. The Jets, they hired a good head coach. They were smart.
Yeah.
The Jaguars, I mean, they have no morals hiring Urban Meyer, but we'll see how that turns out.
That's the Texans are just trash, and then right now, they're probably worse than the Jets. If after they lose their quarterback, and clearly he doesn't want to stay. Yeah. Clearly he's made it very evident that he wants out, and they won't. And they've released J.J. Watt. If you can get. If they were trading, they traded DeAndre Hopkins for a second and a fourth,
and washed up David Johnson.
They couldn't get anything for J.J. Watt.
it was a mutual cut, but you literally just say hey Arizona, we'll toss you him for literally just a first rounder.
Yeah, or second rounder at least.
Anything, at least get something out of him. I think they'll get a compensation. Third rounder probably, but I don't know since it was a mutual agreement. It wasn't just a normal.
How many years was left on his contract?
No, look that up. But I think it was only 1 year left. I would assume if they were to mutually part, it would have been 1 year left. If they wouldn't trade him if it was more, or they would have traded him if it was more than 1 year. So, but I think that they at least should have attempted, and rather than like sit there, like at least tell him like what team do you want to go to.
Right.
But I think he just wanted the freedom to have the decision. Like
Right.
he can view the offers, get a deal, and I mean clearly he chose the team he wanted.
I mean, yeah. I can't find it, but I mean, he was in his sixth year of $100 million contract. I mean, they can pay J.J. Watt, but they can't pay DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
Like, how does he get $100 million? And DeAndre Hopkins, arguably one of the best best receivers in the league. Like they just trade him for a second and a fourth. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
And Devontae, number 1 and 2. The Packers ever trade Devontae Adams, they're going to get a boatload because their GM isn't Bill O'Brien, who is just not a smart man.
No,
Not
Bill
a smart
O'Brien
man.
is. I mean, he took one of the best quarterbacks in the league and made him look bad. And he's like, I mean, and he still put up numbers. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that's
He,
just like goes to show you how
Stripped his whole team.
Yeah.
And then their strength and conditioning coach isn't helping them because they're roiding up Will Fuller and another guy.
yeah.
And the guy was well known for taking steroids, and they let him be their strength and conditioning. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that team is just a disaster. Yeah.
really.
Anything else? Last thoughts?
I mean, it just makes me feel good that at least I'm not a Houston Texans fan.
Okay.
And that's all I have to say. New England may not be in the best situation right now.
Hey, you've had your time in
We
the
had our
sun,
time.
pal.
The Cardinals are going to have their time next year, and I think for the next 5 years they won't have J.J. Watt the whole time. But J.J. Watt certainly only helps them out this
Yeah,
year.
no, you're definitely.
I think you're spot on
Yeah.
with that.
All right.
Thank you for joining. We'll be back with you guys on
Thank
another
you for having
episode.
Thanks for having
No
us.
problem, guys.